You living or surviving?
I explain. I am, even though I feel like I am surviving sometimes, I'm living. Every day I get to wake up, I'm living.
Explain.
Shit, life is hard.
Go ahead.
So, a lot of times I feel like I'm struggling.
Gotcha.
I feel like I'm surviving because I'm not where I want to be yet.
Gotcha.
But like I said, every day you get to wake up and try that shit again, you're living.
Go ahead.
I would never try God like that and say I'm not living.
Come on, sis.
So every morning I wake up, I'm living to fight another day.
Welcome to the Integrity Response with your brother CEO Khacki. Every individual sitting across from me doesn't believe in being typical, ordinary, or familiar. They're elite, meaning society's norms don't sit well with them. They believe in raising the bar for themselves, family, and for those they may never meet. From those in humble beginnings to those in the midst of greatness and legends who've paved the way. With a comedic edge, I will ask the questions that hold value, and I believe we'll gain insight to the real them. It's the Integrity Response.
Becoming a fashion designer at age 9, what did you want to be?
What did I want to be? I wanted to be a dancer, like a background dancer.
Go ahead.
I dreamt of moving to California and being a background dancer for artists and stuff like that. Traveling around the world, being a background dancer. That was my 9-year-old dream.
Wow.
And hair too.
Go ahead. What inspired that? Who did you see on a big screen? Who did you see that actually warranted that at 9?
At
that you
9?
want to do that? Yeah.
Probably Michael Jackson.
I was just, come on.
Yeah.
Now. Come
yeah.
on. I was going to say MC Hammer.
Yeah.
But it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense.
Yeah. My mom was a huge Michael Jackson fan.
That's what's up.
So, of course, since my mom is a Michael Jackson fan, her daughter is going to be one because that's what I grew up on.
That's what's up.
She know how to moonwalk and everything.
Come on now. She probably still do too,
yeah,
right?
we was doing it today, matter of fact. I don't know how. She was trying to teach me. But yeah, Michael Jackson for sure.
Yeah,
but I've always
definitely.
been into like arts and dance and all that stuff. I know like I used to do like praise dance for church and ballet and things of that nature. So dance has always like been a major part of my heart.
That's
so
right.
yeah, that was my first dream, to be a background dancer.
That's what's up.
For the world.
All right now. All right, for the fans. Where did you grow up? Where did
I grow up? So I was born in Atlanta.
Come on
so
now.
I'm originally from Atlanta. The real A, okay?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm from Atlanta.
That's what's
Okay.
That's what's up.
So yeah, but I grew up on the Southside.
Okay.
So shout out to Clayco.
Come on, shout out to Clayco.
Yeah.
You know what it is. Come on. Come on now.
Yeah.
That's what's
So
up.
originally from Atlanta, but I grew up on the Southside. I claim the South. I feel like where you grow up
Absolutely.
is where you know what I'm saying, where you from, where you claim. You
That's
could
a
be
fact.
born in Alabama,
That's a
Kentucky, whatever, but where you been to school at and you
That's
build
a
those
fact.
relationships with those friends, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's where you from.
I was born in Germany.
Yeah, I
So-
never knew that.
We're gonna edit that out. But no,
I never knew.
Yeah, born in Germany, military brat.
I was about to say
So
military,
it's
baby.
all about where you grew up.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
came
yeah.
to Clayco at 8 years old.
Okay.
So I understand exactly what you're saying.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
sure,
yeah, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah,
That's
about
what's
where
up.
yeah.
Definitely,
Yep.
man. So tell your fans, man, what was it like growing up on the south side of Atlanta?
Southside Atlanta. It was fun. I was honestly, I had fun in school. I was very active, so I played a lot of sports. I ran track,
Come on.
cheerleading.
Come on now.
I was the first captain of the dance team.
That's what's up.
Shout out
Okay.
to Ladies of Jade at
That's
Mara
what's
High
up.
School.
Definitely. All right now.
A
All
little
right now.
history for y'all.
That's what's up.
The first one.
Come on now.
Softball.
Right.
I did everything. It was fun. So just being very active in sports, and
Listen.
because I was active in sports, I had to make sure my grades were straight.
Absolutely.
So I made sure my grades were straight so I could
Absolutely.
play, you know. Besides, it was fun, like house parties.
That's
I remember
it. Okay.
going to the house parties, dancing.
Gotcha. That's it. Does that have that also plays into actually cheerleading as well?
Yeah.
Routine dancing as well. Siblings. Let's talk siblings. Do you
Siblings.
have any siblings?
Yes, I do. So I'm my mom's only child,
Okay.
but I have 2 brothers and a sister on my dad's side.
Which are older or younger?
So it's the oldest is I got an older brother, and then it's me, and
Okay.
then I have a younger brother and a sister.
Gotcha.
So it's like boy, girl, boy, girl.
Gotcha.
boy,
Okay, that's
girl.
what's up. All right.
Yeah.
Are they very active as well? Do they play any sports as well, or where do you get that from?
That's a good question. Me, honestly, I've always been
Gotcha.
active.
Okay.
My brothers and sisters, they in the streets, honestly.
Okay.
My
Gotcha.
sister, She's a hard worker. It's crazy because she's a mechanic.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, shouts out to that. That's what's up. You don't hear that all too often. That's what's up.
So
Definitely.
my older brother, he's a mechanic.
Gotcha.
And he was working on cars. And so my sister, she just recently got into it, but she said she was always interested in it. So that was cool to figure out.
That's dope. That's good
and
to
then
know.
My younger brother, he a street nigga.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Are they still in Atlanta as well? Or?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All three of them still in Atlanta.
Shout out to them, man. That's what's up. Definitely. So you mentioned your mom still to this day knowing how to moonwalk, things like that.
Yeah.
I'm assuming your mom was very active.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So
my mom, when my mom was pregnant with me, she was working at, I don't know if you remember Turtle. You ever heard of Turtle Records? It was a record store. I can't remember where it was. It probably, I think, don't quote me now. I think it was like in the Greenbrier area.
Gotcha.
But I know she used to work at Turtles. It was a record store. And she used to tell me how like Jermaine and Pre and other people would come in there and get her opinion about like the records and stuff like that. Yeah. So
How
I
dope
think
is
she,
that?
I think she wanted to be, I know she wanted to do something like musically or whatever. And then
Gotcha.
she had me. So things,
That's right.
you know,
Understand.
had to
Definitely.
pivot a little
Gotcha.
bit.
Right.
So I feel like I'm living out those dreams or whatever for my mom.
Man, that's
Yeah.
Come on, man. That's
For
what's
sure.
Up, that's what's up. Definitely. All right, now. Fill this in for your fans. Fill in the blank.
Okay.
In high school, I was known as the kid that...
I was going to say that could dress.
Come on.
That could dress.
Come on.
However,
Come on.
I'm glad we're bringing this up.
Yeah.
Still to this day, I feel like, well, no, I know
Go ahead.
I should have got best dressed.
Come on.
I didn't get best dressed.
Hey.
I did not get best dressed.
Let me tell you, 2003. Let me tell you a little bit about me.
Okay.
I won best dress and most flirtatious.
I got most flirtatious. Hey, that's some shit. That's some bullshit.
That's classic.
Yeah,
Wow.
but still to this day, I feel like I should have got best dressed.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah.
come
Diana got best dressed, so shout out to Diana.
Shout out to Diana. That's what's
yeah,
up. That's
Diana,
what's up.
yeah, she did her thing. But
That's
for
dope.
me, I felt like I should have got best dressed because I pushed the boundaries.
Come on.
I was having platform shoes on,
Absolutely.
purple velour pants. You know what I mean?
Could have been we weren't ready for that. We just weren't. You was ahead of your time.
I was ahead of my time.
Ahead of your time. I think that's what it was.
That's
we just
what it
weren't
was?
ready. No.
But I think people.
Come on.
I think people love the way that I dress.
That's right. That's
you know
real.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't know politics.
Come on.
I'm
That's a
just
fact.
gonna
Come on.
blame
Come on now.
politics.
That's
They gonna
what-
give
that's
me
what it is.
most flirtatious. Bullshit.
Bullshit, right?
Dude, you got both. Why I can't get both? I ain't playing.
But the crazy part is they said you can't have both. So they only gave me most flirtatious.
You know what that did? I ain't playing.
No, right? You know what that
did
You know how
to
many
me?
relationships I lost because of that?
Shit.
Come on, come on now. And,
I'm over here getting fly and stuff for y'all. You know,
Come
I'm a little
on,
razzle
man.
dazzle and shit. You
All
want to
my-
give me most flirtatious?
Come on, man.
But hey,
I'm
it is
better
what
than
it
that.
is.
Man, take us back, man. Big Jazz, you were a cheerleader, popular, never treated anyone like an outsider. Although you were an outcast yourself, did your thing, a natural leader. Does this play into how easily you connect with all walks of life?
Probably. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Come on.
Honestly, for me, I've just been myself. You know what I mean? So I feel like I was born this way. You know what I mean? I know it sounds cliche, but I literally was just born this way. So I've just always been like that. Very artsy, very
Absolutely.
creative.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, that's just me. Just in my heart, wholeheartedly, that's who I am as a person. You know what I mean? Yeah.
We're going to get into everything you're doing.
Okay.
When did you discover you was ready? When did you discover you had this passion for creating?
So I remember, growing up, my mom, she was really big on me being myself and not being like anybody else. So, you know, like when you're in school, you just naturally like, oh, I want that.
Absolutely.
I seen this person with these shoes and I want those. And when I tell you, my mom was not playing it.
Gotcha.
She, like, encouraged me to not dress like other people. To not be like other people. She would buy me, like when she shopped for me, she would buy me different clothes, like very like eclectic, just different stuff. She wanted me to beat to my own drum.
Right, absolutely.
So it's like I just really took that shit and I ran with it. So like the first outfit that I designed, I was in 5th grade.
Go ahead.
And it was like a 70s school play.
Gotcha.
And I remember I had made my own little tie-dye shirt. And then she took me to like the neighborhood cleaners and he had made some red denim bell-bottom jeans for me. So it was really fun going to like the fabric store, picking out the fabric and just putting the piece together. And then the shoes, we went to Goodwill and I got some white go-go boots.
Shout out to Goodwill, man.
Can't tell me nothing.
Come on now. Come on now.
Can't tell me nothing.
That's what's up. Definitely.
So that's when I realized like how creative I can be. And I just pushed it. Yeah.
Why is that in your journey? Why is being a creative? You know, I'm taking it back to high school.
Okay.
You always have, like, you set yourself apart from everybody. And you know how they say, you know, in high school, you don't come into your own. You come into your own as a young adult.
Yeah.
I felt like you've always had that confidence at an early age.
Yeah.
You know, you spoke on your mom. What is that confidence? Where does that contribute from? Where does that stem from?
Honestly, it's crazy because I was trying to prepare for the podcast today.
Gotcha. Go ahead.
So I asked my mom, like, you know, like where, because, you know, as for us, we know that we like to dress or just whatever we into. But as far as like, where did it start, where it came from? I asked her. That's my mom. She raised me, like, where it started, you know? So like I was saying, as far as like her pushing me to be different, that's just, it kind of like added the fuel to the fire in a sense. You know what I mean? And then also too, a lot of people don't know about me. I grew up with a skin disorder called seborrheic dermatitis. So my hair started to fall out when I was like 9 years old. And the crown on my hair. And so I feel like because my hair was falling out and I couldn't express myself in certain kind of ways, I pushed the envelope in other ways. So I make sure, because God blessed me. My mom said that she always knew I had something special about my hands. So I feel like God blessed me with my hands and I was able to like do my hair and just style it and just do all these different things. And then like with the clothes, like I just had to push the envelope because I just had to make sure I can be confident on who I am. You know, because that's hard, just being a little girl and especially a girl. Losing your hair at such a young age and then like no one knowing, no one understanding like what I was going through. So I feel like I just had to be confident and just know like you're still dope, you're still beautiful. There's nothing wrong with you. Yeah. So I think that's where it comes from. Yeah. Very courageous.
So much sense. Yeah. It's like the confidence you wear. And I think, you know, like it's not just for you. You're telling little girls around the world everything.
You can do it too.
You can do it too. I am who I am. Take it or leave it. This is me. Big Jazz.
Big Jazz.
Man, I respect that. I respect it on so many levels. That's dope, man. How would you describe your style?
How would I describe my style? I feel like my style, it started off as very like tomboyish. I feel like, again, because of the sports and stuff like that. So I was a basketball player, ran track. So a lot of that, like being active in sports and softball, it's kind of, in my opinion, like gritty. And I love to get like down and dirty. So my creative style very much so started off as tomboyish. But still, I'm a woman. You know what I'm saying? So it has like a little like feminine flair to it. So very tomboyish, but feminine flair. I feel like I'm a petite girl. I've been petite all my life. So I think it's just, I have more fun playing around with baggier clothes, loose fitting clothes, because I don't have all the judge and the, you know, the big booty and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Come on.
So, you know, I like to do the tomboy, but still give like feminine too. So that's how I love, you know, that's my style, my personal style.
Which makes perfect sense. Pretty Thuggish. Your clothing line. Like you're speaking on tomboyish, everything that you're, you know, who you are, who you embody. Explain the inception. What does the brand Pretty Thuggish mean?
So Pretty Thuggish. So the brand Pretty Thuggish means, you know, so it's not gonna always be pretty. Sometimes you gotta thug it out. Come on now. You know what I'm saying?
Come on now.
It ain't gonna always be pretty.
Come on now.
You gotta thug that shit out.
That's what's up.
You feel
Definitely.
me? So yeah, it's very much pretty much that, like, I know everyone has a story, everyone has a struggle. You feel me? So I just feel like for Pretty Thuggish, it's for those people that are edgy, are driven, not scared to push the envelope. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's some people, especially like guys, think that it's like feminine, like pretty means feminine, but it doesn't. You know what I mean?
It's like,
you could be pretty dope, you could be pretty thuggish, you could be pretty smart. You know what I mean? Just for Pretty Thuggish, it's about just being yourself, embracing who you are.
Gotcha.
Don't be afraid to be get down and dirty. Excuse me. Don't be afraid to get down and dirty.
That's right.
You feel me?
Definitely.
And that's Pretty Thuggish.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So from the inception to now, how has Pretty Thuggish evolved?
Pretty Thuggish has evolved a lot. So when I started Pretty Thuggish, it was in 2016.
Come on now.
Yeah, started Pretty Thuggish in 2016.
All right. That's what's up. All right.
And I started out with t-shirts.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that was cool or whatever, but now I'm making patterns. I made this corset that I have on.
That's what's up. That's dope.
Dope.
Come on now. That's what's up. That's dope.
Yeah, it's evolved a lot. So I went from t-shirts to designing, pattern making, making my own hoodies. I do custom things.
Gotcha.
I'm working on getting a DTG printer right now, so I can make shirts and hoodies and things for other people.
That's dope.
I've been styling people. I've been doing a lot of dope stuff. So
I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen your work as well.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: besides the link that will be at the bottom of this interview, how can trendsetters purchase Pretty Thuggish?
So you could purchase Pretty Thuggish at prettythuggish.com.
Come on. That's what's up. We in there.
Follow us on Instagram at Shop Pretty Thuggish.
Do that.
Yeah. That's how you get that for sure.
That's dope.
Yeah.
and right now, holiday season.
Okay.
Any specials going on for those that actually, would like to purchase?
Yeah, so I'm gonna do Cyber Monday.
Gotcha. Come on.
And I'm gonna also drop the men's collection.
I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
For the men, for us men, Pretty Thuggish. What can we expect? How can we benefit from that clothing line? What do you have for us?
So I have some dope stuff for guys. So I'm very big on listening. So I do a lot of research with my brain as well.
Gotcha.
And to make it more unisex for some people, So we have Pretty Thuggish, right? We have that logo. And then I have another logo where it's just PT. So I think some men are, comfortable just the PT,
You know what? The first thing came to mind? You got to get Pastor Troy in there.
Yes.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, you got.
That'll be hard. Yeah.
Just to get him just to put it on.
Yeah.
It'd be like, no, that's pretty Thuggish. Man, that'll be hard. That'll be hard. And Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, because anybody could be Pretty Thuggish. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like Young Thug, Lil Durk, Lil Baby. You know what I'm saying? Like it's bigger than life. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you this. Who in the entertainment industry is a must-have for you to style?
Tiana Taylor.
It's
crazy because my mom's friend knows Tiana Taylor's father.
Come on, man. That'll be so dope.
Y'all watch out for Tiana Taylor and Pretty Thuggish.
Come on, that's what's up. That'll be hard.
Manifestation.
That'll be hard. You know it. That's what's up.
Yeah, but Cardi B, Meg The Stallion, Glorilla,
I see your
Issa
angle.
Rae. Like the list good. Taraji.
That's what's up. What about the man? I was just about to ask. Actress or actor?
Yeah.
You said Taraji.
For sure. Yeah.
Hard.
Tracy Ellis Ross. Like
that's hard.
Everybody's Pretty Thuggish. I feel like, because at the end of the day, I just feel like, again, it's not always pretty, right?
And you mentioned these ladies, and I see them, and they're not always dolled up. They sweatpants, sweatshirts, they're comfortable.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't have to put on at all times.
Mm-hmm.
I am who I am.
Yeah.
Is that what Pretty Thuggish embodies?
Yeah, it's about having like a pretty interior and also like a thuggish exterior. You know what I'm saying? Because again, like you said, are you living or surviving? Sometimes I feel like we gotta survive, so you gotta get down and dirty. And for me, that's just the mentality. You know what I mean? Like whenever you gotta put your foot down, or you gotta, you know what I'm saying, boss up. That's that grind. That's that grit. You know what I mean? And everybody want to be a thug. They lying if they don't. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Big Jazz, you recently made a transition from Atlanta to LA. Why did you relocate?
Why do I keep repeating your damn question? I'm like a student.
It's the music,
I'm for
baby.
real. Look, I take my job seriously, okay?
That's a fact. Why did you relocate to California?
That's funny.
4,000 miles away.
Yeah,
You
I moved
took
across
it
the
there.
country, bro.
You took it there.
Out of here. Got flued out. I'm just playing.
Pull the weekends. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Why did you know? And we all know it could be from the young man, the young lady going into the military saying, I need to change. I'm doing this. Everybody has a story.
Right.
Why did you relocate, and you got out your comfort zone.
Yeah.
I give you kudos. That ain't easy.
Right. A lot of people don't move away from home.
They say 80% of Americans only move 40 miles
40 miles?
from their high school.
From their high school?
High school.
Oh, wow.
I learned that in the military. That's a fact.
Wow.
That's a fact.
Oh, wow.
Why and how did you have the courage, look, the audacity to move from your comfort zone?
Yeah.
Explain to the fans.
Yeah, it was a lot, honestly. If I'm being just really honest and transparent, I decided to move away to get out of a abusive and toxic relationship.
Gotcha.
I felt like it was just so abusive and toxic that the best thing for me was for me to get away.
Gotcha.
Now move 40 miles away.
Gotcha.
Get a little further away.
4,000 miles away.
4,000 miles away.
35,
Had to
4,000
times
miles
that by
away.
how much?
Right.
Times that by
The whole
1,000.
quick 1,000. Quick 100, whatever it is. But
Yeah. So I had to relocate to get
Gotcha.
away from a toxic relationship. I wanted to be able to grow and better myself. So that's the reason why I had relocated, to get away from a toxic, abusive situation.
What I want to ask, you're leaving back family, mother, everybody. You just decided, like, this is for me. In order for me to spread my wings, I have to go and I have to grow. What did you learn when you touched down? What's some of the first things you've learned? Like changing the entire,
Right.
besides the perfect weather,
Yeah.
what's some things that you learned when you first touched down?
Yeah, it was interesting because what led up to it, I remember I was at a job for about 3 years.
Gotcha. Okay.
Working a job, went to work one day, no longer had a job. And Georgia is an at-will state. So no reason,
Gotcha.
no nothing. I tried to appeal the
That's so true.
decision, I think twice. It was denied. I said, okay, boom.
Gotcha.
The toxic relationship I was in, we departed. Like, I moved out of the apartment,
Gotcha.
moved back in with my mom.
Okay.
Let me double back. So I moved out the apartment first and then was living with my mom and then lost the job.
Gotcha.
And so I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So when that happened, I had to figure something out. So at the time, I had friends that live in California that I used to visit. And so I just felt like, okay, let me try to find a job. So I was trying to find another job in Georgia. I also was applying for jobs in California.
Gotcha.
I used their address.
Okay.
And so long story short, I had a whole bunch of jobs from California calling me. And at
Gotcha.
first I was ignoring them because I'm
Right.
like, fine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know the area code.
Right.
Yeah.
I was
right.
ignoring them, but I'm
Right.
like, but I wasn't getting no jobs in Georgia.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So I'm
Right.
like, it must be a sign,
Right.
And that toxic relationship I was telling you about, something happened with that.
Gotcha.
Just a very abusive situation.
I understand.
And I told myself then, everything else was working out. I went to California for 2 weeks. I had 4 job interviews.
Gotcha. Okay.
Out of the 4 job interviews, I had 3 offers.
Gotcha.
So
Wow.
when I came back, I was talking to my ex like, yeah, do this, do that,
Right.
move you out here too, it'd be good for your career. Blase Skip got abusive. So I felt like that was a sign from God
Gotcha.
that I needed to go. And I knew that at the end of the day, if it didn't work out in California, I could always come back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So once I made that move to California, it was cool.
Gotcha.
It was cool. It was a little different because the cost of living was higher.
I was gonna say. And how were your friends? How supportive were they in California when you first moved?
When
How
I
was that?
first moved, honestly, they wasn't that supportive.
Gotcha.
They wasn't that
I was
supportive.
gonna ask,
Yeah. So when I was there, the goal was to stay with them for like a month.
Okay.
Until I got, my bread up, and then I
Right.
get my own apartment.
Right.
Them chicks was living crazy. Like Some folks move out of town and get a whole nother identity.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So I was just like, I called my mom quick, like, Mom, could you just please help me with the first and last?
That's all I need.
That's all I need. I'm running back to you.
Right.
So instead of me living with
Gotcha.
them, I think I was supposed to live with them for like a month. I was out in probably like 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So got my
Wow.
own spot. The crib was $1,300.
Just
You
like
know,
that.
in Atlanta, I was paying $700
$1,300,
for a
you get you-
2-bedroom.
come on now. So you
2-bedroom,
get to come
$700.
Early,
One
right.
bedroom,
Come with the-
$1,300.
Right.
But God made a way,
Jeez,
man.
come
God
on,
made
that's
a
right,
way.
that's
So
right.
it was
You're always
cool.
there,
I
man,
did what I
that's
had
right.
to do. I
Always
had a
there.
full-time job. I was a financial aid counselor.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Dope.
So I was working that, and then I had a part-time job at H&M.
So you weren't playing.
Yeah,
You got down there and got to
Yeah,
work.
yeah. I did my
Gotcha.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So so far it's been a great experience. It's been a great
Gotcha.
experience. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How does, in the fashion industry right now,
Mm-hmm.
everything you're doing, how did that affect your career, moving there, working 2 jobs? How are you still able to do what you do, find the time, sew everything? How did you?
I wasn't.
Gotcha.
I taught myself how to sew. So I've always been creative and making my own clothes and like thrifting and stuff since
Gotcha.
I was a jit. You feel
Okay.
me? So when I got to college, at some point, I literally woke up one day and I was like, I want to give me a sewing machine.
Gotcha.
Because I felt like what I was doing, I could only do so much. You know what I mean? With cutting stuff up and gluing it or whatever the case may be.
Right.
So I wanted to learn how to sew.
Right.
So I literally went to Walmart one day, got me a sewing machine,
Right.
and I taught myself how to sew.
What brand?
What brand? Brother.
Come on
Shout
now.
out to Brother.
Shout out to brother.
Y'all
man.
wanna send
My
me
mother's a
some?
seamstress, man, so I know about. Yeah, come on now.
Shout out to my dude.
Shout out to my mom. Come on now.
Yeah.
Got the brother machine. That's
Yes,
dope. That's
yes.
dope.
So I
Okay.
went and I got me a sewing machine, taught myself how to sew like
Right.
with the manual.
Come on.
Because people ask me, oh, did you get lessons? No, I taught myself.
Wow.
Taught myself how to sew. Then was doing that for a little while, then I stopped.
Gotcha.
And so, because I was doing music and all that
Right,
stuff.
exactly.
So yeah.
We're
so
gonna get into that.
Yeah.
Definitely. You already know it. We're bringing it back. Come on.
So I had stopped sewing, but of course, like still very big into fashion and
Right,
stuff like
right.
that. And then when I moved to California in 2016, probably I think let's say 2017, I was wanted to get back into like pretty thuggish hard. Because again, remember I told you I started off selling t-shirts.
Exactly.
But that wasn't fulfilling for me. I don't
Gotcha.
just wear t-shirts.
T-shirts.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely,
Like
right.
I'm bigger than that. My
Absolutely.
fashion, you know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Bigger than that.
As long as I've known you, you've actually styled yourself in everything.
Yeah, since
Made
I was
your
a
own
kid.
custom.
Yep.
Always been like that.
From head to toe.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gotcha,
So
okay.
my coworker had an auntie that sewed.
Gotcha.
And she was just telling me like in passing, because I was telling her, I want to get back to sewing again.
Right.
Etc. And she was like, oh, my auntie sews. I said, for real? So her auntie, shout out to Miss Dorothy,
Go ahead.
76 years old.
Come on, shout out to Miss Dorothy, man.
Miss
That's what's
Dorothy
up.
been sewing since she was 4.
Wow. Oh,
4 years
so
old.
she knows.
So
Ins
Miss
and outs.
Dorothy,
Come on.
she the one that sat me down, and she like the things that you can skip.
Right.
She wouldn't play that. So she taught me how to like with the interfacing,
Gotcha.
just like specific things. I
Right.
used to come to her like, I want to make this. I
Right.
want
Right.
no, we're gonna do this.
Go ahead.
She
Go
taught me
ahead.
how to make bags, all kind
Gotcha.
of stuff. I can make it all.
Wow.
So getting with her and having lessons when I had my first lesson with her, I remember she was telling me like how gifted I was.
Right.
Cause for me, I'm like, oh, that's easy, and she's like,
Right.
no, that's not easy.
It's not
Everybody
easy.
can't do this.
Everybody,
Yeah.
you're skipping steps.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
You're not at the beginning
Yeah.
level. You're intermediate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. She was amazed, and she
Wow.
told me like the first day, like you need to get another machine, because I was
Wow.
working with like an older machine.
I was just about to say, she was saying that you're past this brother's machine.
Yeah. She was like, you need to get you, and I'm like,
Gotcha.
okay. Call my mom.
Wow.
Shout out to my mom. She's
Yeah,
always
now.
supporting
Man,
me.
that's what's up.
Yeah, and she helped me get a newer machine,
Dope,
and
dope.
I did lessons with Miss Dorothy. 2017, until the pandemic.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So
Okay,
when the pandemic happened, it had to kind of slow down because
Right.
she survived breast cancer twice
Okay.
and colon cancer.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, but she would still like help me like over the phone or something like that.
right.
Yeah. That's
Always
my dog
there
for
for
sure.
you.
Yeah,
Always
yeah,
there. That's dope,
But
man.
she just gave me more of a green light to continue doing what I'm doing.
Gotcha.
So once I started getting back into the sewing with the pandemic, I started doing the face mask.
Right.
And that
I was going to
Took
say that
off.
my mom, the same, couldn't
Took off.
supply enough.
It was crazy. And then like the store, because I had made mine out of bandana.
Gotcha.
And then I was getting like my materials from Joann's. And so, the more and more they were shutting stuff down,
Right.
I couldn't go to the store no more.
Gotcha.
And so after that, it was online.
Absolutely.
It wasn't coming when it was supposed to come.
Gotcha.
It was crazy, but
Right.
it was really dope. It was my first time like seeing like what my brand could do. I was bringing in
Go ahead.
thousands.
Come on.
In 24, 48 hours. Man, when I tell you I was in there crying, and I was still working my full-time job.
Right.
They let us work from home.
Gotcha. So
but
you was literally.
it was so funny.
on.
I got caught.
Right.
So I'm working 8 to 5, right?
Right.
And so I had like a new supervisor, and it was so funny. She had called me one day, and she was like, yeah, I'm just trying to figure out why, they see me doing work between 2 and 5. She's like, between 8 and 2. So what I was doing, I would wake up, I'd
Right.
be getting those orders out. You know what I
Gotcha,
mean?
just
And
like
so
that.
1 o'clock,
Right.
my lunch break.
Yeah.
So I'm like, going to lunch. Then I started doing work at 2, and she called me. I had to do what I had to do.
Right, you got
but I was
to.
in that bitch
Some
crying
things don't pay
sometimes.
us-
Like,
right. It's like, all right, I'm
so
getting
until
this.
3, 4,
Come
5
on, that's
o'clock in the
what's up.
morning. But
Wow.
it was a dope experience
That's
because I
dope.
can just see it happening.
Gotcha,
You know what I
that's
mean?
right,
Yeah.
that's right.
So it was dope.
And not only that, but the entrepreneurship of seeing your product.
Yeah.
And not only that, but it has to be rewarding.
Very.
You're helping.
Yeah.
Like you're really helping the
Yeah.
world right now.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's
and
dope.
it was
That's
so
dope.
many people from like around
Come
the
on.
world
That's dope.
that was ordering face masks.
Right.
They have a clue.
Wow.
Washington, this place that I don't know
Wow.
who these people are, but
Right.
somehow they found me.
you.
You know what I mean? And it was really dope. I was
Wow.
I started off with just like adult mask, and then people was asking for a custom.
Right.
And matter of fact, that's how I bought a Cricut machine. You heard of the Cricut machine? So Cricut, you have Cricut and Silhouette. So that's like the cutting machine for like the vinyl for the shirts.
Gotcha.
So I was able to invest in my brand some more
Right.
and buy a
Come
Cricut
on.
machine so I could personalize
Wow.
the mask. Because some people,
Gotcha.
like for example, if you wanted your logo
I
on
was
your
just about to say,
mask,
dope. That's
I was
dope.
hooking them up.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
Small
fun.
businesses,
Yeah, I was
large-
burnt out.
Wow,
It's funny
that's
because my
hard.
sewing teacher was telling me like, okay, you need to do something else to follow up. I was so burnt out.
Gotcha.
I was like, I'm just trying to.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it was dope experience.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's what's up. All right, that's what's up, man. Let me ask you, as a creator, in all facets of it, do you still believe it's about the art?
Say it again.
As
I
a
need
creator,
something
do
to
you still believe it's about the art? I'm right, bitch. Do you still believe it's about the art? And I'm saying that, or do you believe it's about who wears the art? It's like a perfect example.
I think of who wears the art.
I
Unfortunately,
always wanted to ask that. Like,
yeah. Unfortunately, they look and because if I'm being real, because it gets frustrating sometimes for me. Because I make my own clothes.
Right.
Like, so I'm going out to the fabric store. I'm making a garment. Even when it comes to like the hoodies and the shirts and the sweatsuits, a lot of people, they buy blanks.
Gotcha.
They drop it off at a third party company. They pick it up in 2 weeks.
Gotcha.
But
Okay.
me,
Uh-huh.
I'm doing it, you know?
Right.
But it just is sometimes it be a disconnect for people because it's not about, like for me, because I'm not Gucci, for example,
Right.
is a little bit different.
Yet.
Thank you. Manifestation.
Come on now.
So it's about like you have to have this certain stature, this
Right.
brand or whatever. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right. It makes
and
sense.
I like to school folks with what I do too. And I just I do the same thing Gucci do. I
Come
can
on,
literally
come
make
on,
you a Gucci
come
shirt
on.
right
Wow.
now. You know what I mean? But you want to pay $500 for that. It should be the
Come on,
same
the
way.
same
You know what I
way.
mean?
That's so true.
So yeah,
So
but a
true.
lot of people with like you were saying with the art,
Right.
it is about like who wear it and just takes away
So
from the
true.
art. Just like with music.
That's
you know?
so true.
It sucks. It sucks.
It's so true.
Yeah.
We can be infatuated with the artist.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wait a minute, like the song wasn't really that dope.
Right.
Like, I just heard, but yeah, sometimes we can be
Yeah.
infatuated with the
Yeah.
Gucci logo, the polo, man,
Right.
and be like, you know what?
Yeah. They gonna rock it because that person has it on.
So true.
But it's like when you get it, that shit gonna fall apart.
So
though.
clout does have even in the fashion industry, clout is major.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It is.
Let's take it for your fans. I always, the integrity response, I like the fans to know who the artist is, the entertainer, the entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
Who on earth knows you the best?
Who knows me the best? Besides my twin, shout out to Hot Top.
Come on, man. My brother them. My brother them. That's what's up. Shout out
And
to
my
Tom.
mom.
That's what's up.
I would say my best friend,
Come on, that's
Hot
what's up.
Top, and my mom. Those are the two people that knows me the best.
That's dope.
I feel like it's great. My mom was like, you know how your parents be.
Right.
But Hot Top a little bit low key.
Come on.
Know me more than my mom. You know what I'm saying?
I respect it. And I believe that. That's dope.
Like we
that's
10
dope.
toes down to the end. For
Man,
sure.
that's
For
what's
sure.
up. Who on earth inspires you the most?
Who inspired my mother?
Come on, that's what's up. That's
Yeah.
dope, man. That's dope.
My mom. So my mom is originally from Milwaukee.
Oh,
She
wow.
moved. Yeah.
Let's not walk past that. That's
She's
rare.
originally from Milwaukee.
Wow.
Shout out to the Midwest.
Come on, that's what's up. Yeah, the mid.
Yeah.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
the mid.
So
Wow,
she's
that's
originally
dope.
from Milwaukee, and she
Yeah.
moved to Atlanta. She had a
Okay.
full academic scholarship at Clark Atlanta.
Man, dope. Shout out to Clark Atlanta. Man.
Yeah,
That's
shout out
what's
to
up.
Clark.
That's what's up.
Met my daddy
Yeah.
at Jelly Bean skating rink. Then they had me.
How classic is that? That's dope.
Yeah,
That's
so I
what's
know
up.
my mom still to this day made some major sacrifices for me. You know, so and she inspires me so much. Like I really, cause you know I don't have a family yet. I don't have kids yet. So I'm like I'm doing this shit for my mom. Cause
Gotcha.
like she raised me as a single parent, and she did her shit. She's so powerful.
Absolutely.
She's so wonderful.
Yes, she is.
She's so encouraging. She's so strong. I just hope to be as strong as her.
Man,
I be
that's-
crying every
that's
day. I be
real.
sliding down
Come
the
on,
wall.
man.
You know what I'm
That's
saying? My
what's up.
mom. So you
Yeah.
can get this shit. Yeah.
As long as I've known
get
you,
it
you've
together.
always spoken so highly
Yeah.
on your mother.
Yeah.
And
She'll
I
go
met
for
her
sure.
one time in my
Yeah.
life. And some people you just don't forget.
Yeah.
You know, like shouts out to your mom.
Yeah,
man.
shout
That's
out
dope,
to my
man. That's dope, man. That's dope. That's what's up. Dope.
Yeah.
for
So
sure.
she inspires me the most because that she's the one who birthed me and
Come
who
on.
started me.
That's
Like
right.
if she didn't push me to be myself,
That's
if she
right.
didn't push me to be different,
That's
you know
right.
what I mean? She didn't like just push me, like even with just the things that I did or whatever, as far as like with sports, like
Right.
the different things. I remember her first relationship, it was like a little static with them
Okay.
because he felt like I should just do one thing.
Gotcha.
You need to
Okay.
do one thing. You need to focus on that. My mom, Jazz could do whatever she wanted to
Be
do.
well-rounded.
And because of that, I could do everything.
That's right.
You know
That's
what I
a
mean?
fact, right.
Yeah.
Not limited. You never have been.
Not limited.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, that's dope.
Yeah,
That's dope.
yeah.
All right,
Shout out
Jay.
to
That's
her.
what's up, man. That's what's up. That's dope. That's super dope. What have you discovered about yourself on this journey? What have you discovered? Like, you know, life is beautiful.
Yeah.
And you know, it has twists and turns.
Mm-hmm.
What have you discovered about yourself?
Whew. Life has been a lot.
Go ahead.
Like
I understand.
it's been hard. You know, we was talking earlier
Absolutely.
before
Off
the
camera.
show that I just feel like I haven't been able to share my story. You know what I mean? So you and this damn music.
It is the most. It just takes
I
the.
thought you give me a tissue.
It takes us there. It takes the fans there. It's different.
So what
Come on.
I have
I
learned
understand. Go ahead. Take your time.
on this journey is to never dim my light for anyone. Don't dim my light for anyone. I am the one.
Come on.
I'm the star.
Come on.
Always has been.
Come on, sis.
Will be.
That's right.
And I could do nothing
Come on.
without God. I'm sitting here right now because of God.
That's right.
Because I've been through some shit.
Absolutely.
Like for sure.
Absolutely.
So I'm nothing with God. So I for sure have learned that I am smart. I am beautiful.
Absolutely.
I am powerful.
That's right, sis.
I am
That's right.
talented.
Come on.
And no one's gonna take that shit away from me.
Absolutely.
Period. Point blank.
Come on. Come
Yeah.
on. Let me. I love it. I love it.
Well,
It's my sister. Come on now. All right now. Where that organ at? Somebody key in that organ. That's my sister, man. For real, man. Y'all don't know, man. We go back.
Right.
Love my sister, man. Like, man, sis, tell me this. Dating back a year. What's something you learned about yourself
In a year,
this last 365, this last 52 weeks? What's something you learned about yourself?
what I just told you, honestly.
Wow,
Well, because
that's real. No, go ahead. Yeah.
Because like
yeah.
this year for me, honestly, has really like tested me,
Gotcha.
and it's brought me so much closer to God.
Come on.
So,
come on.
like I was telling you before, a financial aid counselor, right?
Right.
I've been doing that since Atlanta, so since 2013.
Gotcha. Okay.
I haven't even shared the story with anybody.
Yeah, go ahead.
So back in April, I lost my job.
Gotcha.
So I was at a job in Cali for 4 years. And then when I moved to LA, I decided to get another job, like, career development,
Right.
more money. It was closer to where I live.
Gotcha.
It was a 12-month contract for that job.
Okay.
I was there for 4 weeks. They let my ass go after 4 weeks. Again, another at-will state.
At-will state, Georgia and California.
Not giving me no real tea. I'm like, I was only there for 4 weeks.
Wow.
No training, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when that happened, it's crazy because I feel like most people would have nutted the fuck up. I had every reason to nut the fuck up.
That's a fact.
And that, you know what I'm saying?
True,
because it's like, why are y'all playing with my life like that? They knew I just left the job that I was at for 4 years.
Wow.
Come here. Why y'all playing with me like that? So I felt like in that moment, it was God. Because I used to always, throughout this whole time, I've been doing this full-time job, being a financial aid counselor.
Right.
It's not my passion.
Sis, I was going to get there. Keep
not
going,
my passion.
keep going.
So you know how it is, trying to get emotional, you know how it is as a creative. You know what I mean? So it's like I spent so much time with this 9 to 5, but in my heart, I'm a star. I'm the one. I'm creative. I'm the best. I'm the greatest. You feel me?
Wow.
So it's like when that happened, it was, honestly, it wasn't that big of a shocker.
Man, you are go ahead.
It wasn't that big of a shocker.
Go ahead.
And I felt like, I know for sure it was God. Because in the midst of when I was working at 9 to 5, I used to always say, I wish I had more time to sew. I wish I had more time to sew. I wish I had more time to sew. So when that happened, I felt like God gave me nothing but time to sew. Yeah. So since April, I've been a full-time entrepreneur.
Come on, man.
So
come on.
Yeah. So just in the midst, like you were asking me, just making a greater relationship with God.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you can't do nothing without God. We think that we can. When we're trying to figure out, what I'm going to do, how I'm going to pay this, how I'm going to do that, you're trying to do that for yourself.
For yourself.
You got to do that with God. You can't do nothing without God. So for sure, this year, I've realized how powerful I am.
Wow.
And I'm nothing without God.
Come on.
Nothing without God. And I feel like a lot of the time, like when I struggle and I was down and I was depressed and I didn't want to be here and exist no more,
wow,
that was with me. I'm trying to do this on my own. I had to look to God. So I feel like God low-key like stripped all these things away from me.
High key.
He pushed me to California. He knew I wanted to be in California a long time ago.
But you wouldn't have.
Everything happened for a reason.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And you don't see it.
Yeah.
You know, hindsight,
right.
2020, we don't see it.
Yeah.
And we were in you was in your comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, man, one of my favorite quotes is you could be great or you could be safe. You can't be both.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And for so long I've been safe.
Safe.
Yeah.
Right.
Because of the people around me.
We operate in safe.
Yeah,
That's
you really have to watch your surroundings.
Come on.
For sure.
Say that.
Like,
come on, say that.
Action's gonna always speak louder than words. Like,
that's a fact.
Always. So just this year, and because again, when I moved to California, I had a job set up.
Gotcha.
You know, because some people ask like, you've been out there. How do you do it?
Right.
I had a job. You know, so it's like I had a job. This is the first time ever. I've been in Cali 7 years now.
Gotcha. Wow. Time flies.
No job, no consistent. You know what I mean?
In and out.
And I have to figure it out. But I have the time to figure it out.
Right.
One of my best friends, she stays in Atlanta. And when I was telling her, remember off air, I was telling you how I thought about moving back.
Exactly.
I was thinking about moving back in August.
That's right.
My homegirl came out to Cali in July.
Gotcha.
She said, you ain't going nowhere. Wow. This is where you're supposed to be. She said, God, I'm trying to get emotional.
Come on.
She said, God sent her to me to help me. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm still pushing through. Yeah. So this year.
Come on, sis.
This year, the biggest message for me is God is real.
Yes, He is.
And you can't do nothing without Him.
Can't do nothing without Him.
You
cannot.
Yeah.
He will let you think you can.
Yeah.
He'll look at you. All right.
Right.
Go ahead.
You want to try? Because He'll let you now.
Yeah.
You try to do it? Okay.
Absolutely.
Do your thing.
Absolutely. Go do your thing.
Every time, if you smart and that's the thing, because some people, they so stagnant. They stay right here.
Fact.
You know what I mean? But if you want to actually better yourself, you know what I mean? You have to just take you there. And he gonna take you there.
Absolutely.
Oh, you want this?
Absolutely.
Gotta go through this.
Man,
and you don't know.
Y'all received that. Man.
Yeah. And I'm over here like, God, what's next? I literally feel like right now I'm at the chapter in my life where it's me and him.
Come on.
It's me and him. You know?
Wow.
And I'm just like, God, what you want me to do? Where we at?
Where we at? What we doing?
Like, Cause I'm scared.
No, like don't
You know what I
operate
mean?
there. Don't even operate in fear.
Yeah, you can't even operate in fear.
Yeah, because it's you know, and anxiety is you know, the definition of anxiety to me is afraid of what's next.
Right.
Afraid of tomorrow. It ain't even here yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It ain't even here. What you worried about it for?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You can't even operate like that. That's a fact.
Yeah. I feel like whenever I'm worried or I have anxiety, that's not God.
That's
Because
right.
God is already taking care of us.
Absolutely.
He already did the hard work for us.
So true.
What you stressing for? What?
Come on. That's a fact.
Shit, I just lost my job. What you stressing for? He already got it handled. It's a reason. I didn't do nothing wrong.
Y'all received
You know what I
that.
mean?
Y'all received
I had
that.
10 years of
Y'all received
experience.
that. Come on.
Man, they were so excited to have me there. When it happened, you know what I mean? Like, oh, that's God. I knew it was God.
You know. All right, it would have been jazz. All right, 10 years. All right, I'm here 20 years. You'd have been comfortable.
Right.
He was like, no, let me get you up out of there. 4 weeks, let me get you up out of there ASAP.
Yeah. Yeah.
That ain't, come on now.
Yeah.
Safe. I dealt with the same thing.
Yep.
I know what that's like.
Yeah.
Man, off camera, I'm going to show you a video. Once this interview is done, the day I got fired, I went into the bathroom and recorded myself. It said, okay, world, let's go.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Yeah.
I ain't turned back since.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not turning back.
You cannot, like, no, it's like, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's a fact. Thank you.
I wasn't going to sit there and be, oh my God.
Come on,
like, when
man.
I'm going, like, no, like, when I thought about it, and again, you have to have that relationship with God. Because if I didn't, I probably would have flipped that thing upside down. You know what I mean? I would have spiraled.
Absolutely.
You know, but I'm like, it was cool. I'm going to keep it player.
Or went back to your safe place, Georgia.
Yeah.
In so many words. You know what I mean? Like, all right.
Yeah. I thought about it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, and not saying it won't come to that.
Right.
But I'm just saying at that time, it was like, okay, let me go back to what I know. Safe. Great or safe?
Yeah.
Safe.
Yeah.
That's a fact. That's
and
so
I
true.
told myself too, either way, you know, because again, it's kind of tough with God because, you know, he's not tangible.
Absolutely.
In a sense.
Come
you know
on,
what I mean?
come on. That's a fact.
So it's like, I could move back to Georgia, you know what I mean? But it's like you just have to have that faith. You have to have that relationship with him because it's going to work out no matter where I'm at.
That's
you know
right.
what I mean?
That's right.
And he's just going to lead me. He's going to guide me.
That's right.
You know? So yeah.
Absolutely.
Shouts out to the big G.O.D.
Come on, that's a fact. That's him. Empathy, Jesus. That's him, man, for sure. So
Yes.
I appreciate you speaking on that, you know, because, you know, like we spoke off camera, it doesn't matter if it's one listener, 10, 1,000, 1,000,000, 10 million, 100 million, it's professed and you're going to reach somebody.
Right.
And that is so dope.
Yeah.
I often say, man, like, you know, I'm not after this crowd. In 1,000 years, you know, if he doesn't come back, someone's going to watch this interview in 1,000 years and be like, wow.
I didn't even think about that.
Sis, I think about that all the time.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Somebody's gonna be like, dang, Big Jazz was saying something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's history.
Yeah.
And that's so dope.
Yeah.
So dope. For real, man. Let's switch topics a little bit. All right, my sister, man. It's my sister, man. That's what's up, man. I love you too, sis. I'm telling you, man, we got so much history. It's so dope, man. So dope,
it's dope. I love what you're doing.
Man, sis, I appreciate it, man.
Man,
sis,
I love
appreciate
what you're doing.
it, man.
When I
we
see what you was doing, I'm like, yes.
We got work to do. You know, we have work to do.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we don't even see 10 years from now. You know, and I always say, man, we don't see 10 years from now, but when you think about 3,600 days, like, dang, that's 10 years. Like, wow, that's all it. 10 years goes by so fast. We can't even see what's in store right now. But we on the way.
Yeah.
We on the way.
Yeah, we on the way. Yeah. I'm right here with you too.
Come on, sis, for sure.
Right here with you.
Man, sis, let me ask you this, man. How do you deal with the politics in the fashion industry? Because I know it's a lot. How do you deal with it?
You know what? I try to just focus on myself, honestly. Because, like, I feel like when the pandemic happened, you know, those PP loans and all that shit.
Come on.
There were so many people with these boutiques and shit.
Whoa.
I'm like, I feel like everything that I've been interested in is competitive. Dance, music, fashion. So when the pandemic happened, everybody had this extra funds.
Absolutely.
Now everybody got a boutique. Everybody want to be designer.
That's a fact.
So it can be competitive, but I know for me, the one up that I have on everybody, I know how to sew.
I was just gonna say that the passion to even be a seamstress.
I know how to sew. Yeah.
It ain't a jug. It ain't a
flex. None of that. Yeah. So I know how to sew.
Wow.
Yeah,
Talk about OG too.
Talk about OG.
Triple OG.
Yeah. She got me together.
That's what's up. Yeah. Man, how has your talent evolved over the years?
It's a lot. Like I was telling you before, like with the machine. So it's so funny because Hazar, he had told me. I started in 2016, so I was still here. And I remember he was telling me, you need to get you a heat press so you can make shirts with everybody else.
Right.
I don't want to do that.
Heat press,
Pretty
right?
Thuggish. I'm make my own. I ain't make shit for nobody else.
Yeah.
Fast forward to now, it's so many people that's just not doing stuff right. I'm very passionate about fashion. Like, I don't want to wear something and then it unravels the next day.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? But
That
some people
makes
don't care
sense.
about that. They
Gotcha.
think about the price.
The price
you know what I mean?
first.
Yeah. So for me, I just have like a bigger is more valuable to me.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna be real with you, bro.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I forgot the question.
Go ahead.
I forgot the question.
No. I'm saying like what? Oh, she's good.
I was going somewhere and I'm like, what we talking about?
You're saying it. No, you're saying it. So, shout out to Reposado.
Shout out to the Red Cups.
With a little bit of
like,
hint of pineapple juice.
I try to bring it back. I'm like, I don't know what we talking about.
No. Oh, she's good. So,
I say all that.
Yeah, no.
Interrogator music ain't gonna work with me. Why is gonna have you laugh?
It's the music. It gets you every time. What? So what? Let's take it to the next one. Let's take it to the next question. All right. So, and we are being sponsored by Reposado. Man, what can we look forward to? Pretty Thuggish. Like 5 years from now, where is Pretty Thuggish? Where's the clothing brand?
Pretty Thuggish. 5 years from now, we are on the runway.
Come on.
We are Paris Fashion Week.
Come on.
Okay?
Man, come on.
Celebrities, all of that stuff. My first dream with Pretty Thuggish was to be off of Melrose Avenue.
Gotcha.
So I already reached that goal.
Dope,
so I got some merchandise off of, in the store off of Melrose
Did not know that.
Avenue.
That's dope. Dope. Come on.
Yeah, so my own store off of Melrose. I think I want to do Fairfax now.
Come on.
I think I want to move to Fairfax.
Hard. That's hard.
So
That's
Fairfax, 5 years. But yeah, definitely red carpet, celebrities of all facets. Yeah.
We spoke early in the interview about that, that famous artist or entertainer.
Okay,
Like, where do you see it? Like, I don't think it's stopping there.
Yeah?
I think you really, I just don't see it stopping there. Like, where do you see it landing? I don't see it stopping there.
Yeah?
Yeah, like
bigger?
I'm saying like,
What you think? What you think?
I think, man, you put that in the White House.
Yeah?
I really feel like
who about to wear Pretty Thuggish in the White House? That's gonna be hard.
That's going to be. I'm telling you.
Shout out to Michelle and Barack.
See what I'm saying? Like, but I'm saying like sometimes, man, we put a cap on it. And
right.
It's like it's like perfect example, the integrity response. Like, this is fashion.
Yeah.
Some may think it's hip hop. It's everything.
Yeah.
Like, no, like I want to reach everybody.
Right.
So sometimes, like that's why I always want to ask, like, what Pretty Thuggish is cultural.
Right.
It's bigger than, you know what I'm saying? Like just entertainment.
Yeah.
Like I really feel like, man, man, put me a NASA logo on there.
Like, oh, that'd be hard.
Come on now, that's what I'm thinking.
That'd be hard. Yeah.
It's like people were really like, no, like this is our attire for a week.
The Olympics. That'd be hard.
Look at that camera. I'm looking this one.
What, this one or this one?
Look at this one. I'm gonna look at this one. Katie, get the shot. It's classic.
The
Olympics.
Pretty Thuggish.
Come
Olympics.
on, that'd be hard. That's hard. So, come on.
But you're right.
Put it out there. Put it out
Olympics,
there. That's a fact.
NBA, all that shit.
Come on.
WNBA.
You saw Kim Kardashian just got Skims with the NBA.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
big.
saying. That's major.
Global. Yeah.
Major. But yeah, definitely, man. That's what's up. Man, that's what's up for sure.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Jazzy J.
Jazzy J. Let me take a sip of Jazzy J.
The musician. The artist.
What about him? What?
Can the fans expect any new music?
Yes. People ask me about music all the time.
Come on.
Yeah, that's
Come
what
on.
you remember, Jazzy J.
Absolutely. Come on, man. What you talk about?
Yeah, for sure. The last time I recorded, matter of fact, I recorded something earlier this year during
Gotcha.
Grammy week.
Okay.
Because I'm in LA.
Absolutely.
So it go down in LA. You know what I'm saying? I'm
I
out
know
there.
a lot of people, in LA, like, man, even if you don't mention it or whatever, I know they come at you like, you're different.
Yeah.
I know you
always. Wherever I go, they're like, what do you do? I know you do something.
It don't matter where, that's how you radiate to everything, your walk of life.
Yeah.
You've taken a hiatus. How do you feel about coming back, or what needs to happen, or what you need to do? Because I always say, man, what's the word? Don't leave, don't leave when you hot. That's how Mace fell off.
Yeah.
You left at a epitome point.
Shout out to Mace.
Come on, man. Shout out to Mace, man.
I worked with Mace before.
How dope is that? How dope is that?
I worked with Mace before. That was a bit. Yeah.
What?
I still
'Cause you're a
love
creator.
music.
You're a
Yeah.
creator. That's
I love
who you
music.
are.
You know what? We talked about this before too, about
Absolutely.
consistency.
Come on.
So a part of me feel like I wish I would have kept on with the music. Go back to that toxic relationship.
Gotcha. And I do.
That's
me.
the reason why I stopped. It was like the person I was in a relationship with. He was so jealous and insecure.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So like with the music, it was hard. Like he felt like, oh, that producer want to sleep with you, this and that and this. So it just made me just kind of put it on the back burner in a sense. So fast forward to now, I recorded something last year, and then I redid it. I think, sometime this year during Grammy week.
Gotcha.
It was really dope. So I definitely want to put out an EP project.
Come
Yeah. And then I definitely need a song for Pretty Thuggish, like for my brand.
That'd be so
like,
hard.
why do I not have a song for Pretty Thuggish?
That'd
you know
be
what I mean?
so hard.
So yeah. So, but
You've
I
always
miss
been-
music.
I know you do.
Yeah,
I know
and
you do.
especially now with all these females.
Come on.
Like females killing shit.
I was gonna ask.
Like,
How do you feel about the emergence right now in the females of hip hop? If they're neck and neck with men, if not,
we passed me and talking
Don't
about
do
some
that.
neck and neck.
don't do that. I was trying to save us.
The last time we had like women on
Trying
this
to
level,
save
like
us.
multiple, was Ladies Night.
Come-
Little Kim,
Angie Martinez,
Yes.
Little Kim.
Yes.
Come on, bro.
How long ago was that?
The Brat,
that was the last.
Missy.
Yeah, everybody was doing their thing. You know what I mean? Because with women, they always try to put us against each
Come
other.
on, that's a
you know what I'm
fact.
saying?
That
Which
is
is
so
whack.
tr-
So I'm so
is-
happy.
come on,
Yeah,
come
that
on,
there's so
sis.
many female rappers that's
That's a
doing their
fact.
shit right now.
Man, do you feel like
So I'm like, me. Like,
That's what I'm saying,
me.
Jack.
Yeah.
That's what I'm-
So it for sure inspires me to keep doing my shit. So
come on,
message.
come on,
Stay consistent.
come on?
Don't dim your light for nobody else. Do what you want to do. You know what I mean? Like,
Do you feel
period.
like you've dimmed your light? Go ahead, and this is the integrity response.
Mm-hmm.
My aim is never to be messy. My aim is to be authentic,
Right.
and be real with me first and my guests.
Mm-hmm.
I've dimmed my light for a relationship before. I know what that's like.
Mm-hmm.
In the Bible they speak about the city that sits high on the hill, that shines bright. That's who you've been as long as I've known you.
Yeah.
You're a light, you're a being, inspiration to others, and it's not easy navigating through this life in a relationship. What I'm trying to say is the old you compared to the new you. What have you learned, as Big Jazz now compared to Jazzy J? Who are you now? What have you learned moving forward? What have you learned? How do you navigate through this life moving forward?
Yeah. Honestly, it's been a process. Cause like I said before, so Jazzy J felt like others dim my light.
Gotcha.
I was taken advantage of, just all kinds of stuff. But the older that I got and the more that I worked on myself and built my relationship with God, I realized that it wasn't them, it was me. You know what I mean? So I felt like because I was in a toxic relationship and it was so much turmoil and just toxic,
Yes.
it was easier for me to dim my light. So I won't have to get cussed out. So
Gotcha.
I won't have to get the clothes ripped off my body. You know what I'm saying? So he won't put his hands on me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I had to dim my light to kind of like get that off of me in a sense.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? But now, Big Jazz,
Come on.
again, never dimming my light for nobody. I'm the one.
Come on.
If people don't understand that, people don't appreciate that, people don't respect that, bye.
Come on.
It's okay.
I understand
Because
that.
yeah, it's just not worth it, you know? And I want to be, I feel like it's so many, I call it not so nice people in the world.
Gotcha.
I feel like
Okay.
Jazzy J, I was surrounded by so many people that were like genuinely not good people.
And that go ahead. And that part I can honestly say about myself as
Yeah.
well. It's the integrity response.
Yeah.
I felt like me coming up,
Mm-hmm.
you know, prior relationships, male and female, friends, thought you were friends,
Mm-hmm.
all this, like in my 20s, toxicity was just the average.
Yeah.
It's just who we were.
It was at an all-time high.
It was at an all-time, even the early 30s.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
all-time high.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like us as, you know, and I'm just speaking on me.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like we were trying to navigate ourselves through that.
Yeah.
And, I talk with all the interview, everybody interview, man, it's like, say it's not a lot of OGs left, not a lot of positive influences, role models.
Right.
Everybody's trying to find their way.
Mm-hmm.
While you were navigating, you mentioned that, I'm never going to dim my light again. Hindsight is always 2022. Ain't that amazing?
Yeah.
It changes the way you even speak.
Mm-hmm. It does.
Hindsight is 2020. What would you have done differently?
Got the hell away. Honestly. Like, cause me and my mom was talking about this one day. I think it was earlier today, but I'm loyal. And a lot of people say that and it be cap. But I'm genuinely,
it's an
I'm
action
loyal.
Word. Loyal is an action word.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm loyal, but so, like you were saying, in our 20s and things of that nature, you being a good person and be surrounded by negativity and not know it.
Go ahead.
Because you don't know. We all learning, we all growing, we all evolving, we all doing our
true.
thing. But you don't know sometimes, So now, Big Jazz, I know when I'm around a situation that doesn't fit me. So
Gotcha.
don't keep nurturing it. You can't change nobody.
You can't change nobody.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't
none of that.
Don't expect you from other people.
Yeah, none of that. You
I've
gotta do
learned that,
you. And then it's like you gotta
so
kind of
true.
like find your tribe and don't be scared to rock alone. You know what I mean?
Don't be scared to rock alone.
Yeah, because a lot of people I
Wow.
feel like will hang out with that crowd or hang out with that person because they don't have this or they don't have that. And they be a little weary, you know what I mean? Like, not this person.
But they continue to do it.
They continue to do it.
Because
Yeah.
it's,
I think it's different things because of like the unknown, being scared of being on your own, being scared of not being accepted or somebody not liking you or whatever the case may be.
but that comes
you
with
gotta rock
maturity.
along.
That comes
Yeah.
with maturity too.
Yeah, you gotta
We're
rock along.
often clicked up.
Yeah.
And now we can attest. We was clicked up.
Yeah.
Everybody, all
Yeah,
of
we
us.
was all clicked up.
All clicked up.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the bigger the better, as
Yeah.
we thought.
Right.
As you mature, you realize, like, man, like,
Some people, they gonna stay where they at.
that's so
Everybody don't grow. You know what I mean? Because you have some people say, for example, you graduate high school.
right.
18 years old.
Come on.
Some people go to college.
Come on.
Some people go and get a job.
That's right.
Some people just graduate from college.
Absolutely.
So if you just graduate from high school. So if you just graduate from high school and you don't elevate. You still at this level. No shade, but you still right here. So you gotta, because I'm great. God made me this way. You know what I mean? So it's like,
true.
if I gotta get here, I can't stay right here. And that's fine. We can still be cool. We can kick it. We shoot our shit.
and we have survivor guilt.
Yeah.
So we
Yes.
stayed
Yeah.
there because we're you mentioned it.
Yeah.
I'm loyal. I want everybody to elevate at the same time I'm elevating.
Yep.
It doesn't always happen that way.
Right. Yeah.
That can cause a lot of friction
bullshit.
on both sides.
Yep.
It's like, who do you think you are?
Yeah.
Big Jazz.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
then you're like, no, I think so much highly of you
Right.
than you think of yourself at this time.
I'm trying to get you
That can cause.
to, up here. But
Absolutely.
if you still right here, I gotta leave you right there. I pray
Come on.
that you want to better yourself, cause that's what it's for. Like,
That's what.
we gotta evolve. Why would you
do.
want to be stagnant in the same?
Wow.
No, we
Come
gotta
on.
evolve.
Come on.
And
Come
again, God created everything.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So God created this person. This is what you talented at. This person, He may give you a little bit more sauce. It's just what it is.
So
it's like
true.
this. All this is. I don't know what to describe it, but He the one who created this creation.
Absolutely.
And you just gotta vibe off that, honestly. You know what I mean? But I feel like no matter if you was born into poverty or you was born into the richest family,
Right.
you still
Trust
gotta
fund babies.
hustle.
Right.
You still gotta
hustle.
love. You still
Absolutely.
gotta respect.
You do.
You need people. A lot of people feel like they don't need people. We all need someone.
We do. Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Come on.
And all of that negative stuff, it's a choice. You know what I mean? Like, we have a choice to be good or bad.
Some people are toxic though.
Yeah,
Some people
and that's
enjoy.
just right.
It's an integrity
Yeah.
response. Jet, at a point in my life, I enjoyed the toxicity.
Yeah. Oh, you was toxic? Why
Huh?
you being toxic?
We're gonna cut this out, Katie.
But yeah, I mean,
no, we all have to.
Yeah.
I cannot
hurt people.
Sis, thank you.
Yeah. Hurt people hurt people.
Hurt
That don't make it okay though.
It
Because
does
some
not
people
make it okay.
that's
Yeah,
just what it is.
that's
No,
who
it's not okay.
Absolutely. If people were honest with themselves, this
Right.
life would be
So
A1.
much different. Yeah. But they're not.
I'm gonna ask you this, as big brother. Is it better to be loved or respected? Take your time.
Respected.
I knew you would say that.
Because love, people don't know that love is an action word.
I knew you would say
You know
that.
what I mean?
Explain. For your fans,
Action.
explain. Explain.
This man right here,
Come on.
action.
Hot top.
Action. Action.
Summer House Villa coming soon. One more time for the good fans. One more time. We bring it back.
Right.
I'm
But
executive producer of that boy.
Yeah, it's action. You know,
Yes,
you
sir.
can tell me you
My
love
brother,
me. You
man.
can tell me you
That's
care
right.
about me.
That's right.
All that shit. But where's the action? When I pull up, are you gonna pull up for me? You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm at my lowest, when I need just somebody to talk to, just to figure it out, you gonna pull up, or you gonna give me some excuse? You know what I mean? I can tell you, I love you. I love that red shirt.
That's right.
But show me the action. Action speak way louder than words. Period. Like, that's what Big Jazz learned.
Come on, man.
Because it sounds good, and we use our words.
We do.
That's what we do.
It's
yeah.
easy
So
to,
it's somebody,
come
I
on,
love you,
come
girl.
on.
I care about you. Or I love you, friend. But where's the
Where's
action?
the action?
You
Show
know,
me.
that'll get you every time. Every time. So yeah, you're telling me you love me, but I needed this from you.
Right.
And where were you? You know what I mean? And then for me, like, I'm a empathetic person.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? I'm loyal, like I said before, and a lot of people not that. You gotta watch out for that, cause they gonna say what it is. They gonna tell you. They gonna say whatever they need.
So you're loyal.
to say.
You're loyal to a fault,
right?
and that can be scary.
A
It can
fault.
It can be taken advantage of.
Yeah, for sure.
You're very deep. For your fans.
This damn music. How do you? First of all, how do it come in at the right time every time?
Programming, baby.
Every time.
Every time.
Dateline.
Dateline. Let's go. Dateline, sis.
Man.
Let me ask you this. Driving down the highway, music off. What's on Big Jazz's mind?
Too much stuff. It's
Explain.
funny
Come
you
on,
say music
come on.
off, because I don't
That's what
like
it's
to
all
be in
about.
silence.
What's on your mind?
Everything.
Explain.
Really?
We got it. We got time. Explain.
My mind, stuff, I feel like stuff always is on my mind. I honestly pray for, like, silence in a sense, for it to stop, for the noise to stop. You know what I mean? I feel like it's constantly something, a lot of chaos going on in my mind, you know? It's very depressing at times.
I understand.
I get a lot of anxiety.
I understand.
And that's why I really just be trying to focus on God. Because I feel like I could talk to you, I could talk to this person.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
But I still have the same noise. I'm trying to figure out the noise cancellation. You know, people say meditate. I try to meditate. My mind start thinking about something else. You know what I mean? So, I feel like honestly when my mind is quiet is when I'm asleep. Honestly, and that's the only time. And when I wake up, it's quick. What I gotta do? Gotta do this. Gotta do like. Got to.
I ask this question to every artist, entrepreneur that comes up on here. Mm-hmm. Are you making time for yourself?
No.
I know you don't.
I try.
No, like
it's tough though. Honestly, I don't even know what that is.
Michael said the same thing.
I don't know what making time for myself is.
Like mind racing, body going, everything is in a sense a blur sometimes.
Yeah.
Like why is it that you're not making time for Jasmine as a person? Get Big Jazz, Jazzy J, the seamstress. Why aren't you making time? The daughter, why aren't you making time for Jasmine? Why is that?
Honestly, I don't know. That's something I'm trying to work on.
Me too.
I feel like I was telling you before, because I'm loyal and all these other things, I honestly have put others before myself for so long.
Absolutely.
And so when it comes to myself, like I've never had like just the simple stuff like facial or been to a spa. None of that. I'm like, what is that? That's too expensive. I need to utilize that, do this, Yeah, so I'm like just always on this grind. I haven't traveled as much as I would love to travel. I like literally when I can making time for myself.
Come on.
Is going to the dispensary and getting me some weed and then going back home, smoke.
Honest.
So I can
take a response.
Yeah, I just think honestly for me, I felt like the world that we in today, I didn't think we was gonna be living in this type of world.
Wow.
Honestly.
Wow.
I really didn't. Like, when you're a kid, you growing up, you don't really know like what the future has to offer.
That's right.
You know what I mean? But now that we here,
right,
this world is fucked up.
It is.
So it's like when you just want to chill and relax, I feel like I honestly feel like I'm not doing enough. And then when I feel like I'm not doing enough, it's like, well, don't be hard on yourself. You need to relax.
It's what you're doing is not normal. Mm-hmm. You've never been a normal. Mm-mm. You've never been that. I say, the integrity response, man. I'm interviewing people that I know live this life. Mm-hmm. They're not okay with being normal. They have a hard time dealing with being normal.
Very hard.
As long as I've known you as a teen, you've had a hard time being normal.
Yeah.
High top as well.
Yeah.
Like just normal. It's not in us.
Yeah.
We battle with that.
Mm-hmm.
So it brings anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
It brings depression. I was just telling Michael, I was like, man, like the common man who just goes to work, working 9 to 5, come home, Al Bundy put his hand in his butt.
Right.
I ain't got to work. Just give me 2 beers and I'm good for the night. I'm going to go back and repeat this tomorrow.
Never.
They don't deal with the same pressures of life that we do because we're constantly at war with ourselves.
Right. Constantly.
That's and to say that, I honestly believe even when you're parallel with Gucci, you'll still be at war. I feel like you will never be satisfied.
Really?
That's I mean to say that in the most beautiful fashion, beautiful light. I honestly feel like you will. One of my favorite quotes is, you know what a billionaire is thinking about right now? How to make the next billion.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite quotes. Like he can never be satisfied.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like that pressure is what, the parables in the Bible. It's like some will take their money, put it in the earth and, never touch it again. Some will take it, spend it foolishly. Some will take it and multiply it.
Yeah.
I feel like you're the one that's going to take it and multiply it.
Yeah.
And you're always at war with yourself. Like, man, how do I do this and make it more?
Yeah.
Is that true?
So for me, I'm more at war with myself because of my past and me. We gonna keep circling back to dimming my light.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So I told you I started financial aid back in 2013.
Gotcha.
I never want to be a damn financial aid counselor.
Come on.
But I understood that, like my mom, let's talk about generations before us.
Come on, that's a
so
fact.
before us, my mom, she used to work in retirement. My grandfather worked, retired. His father worked, retired. So for me, being creative and magical, I call myself a fairy.
Come on.
So it's tough, So I've been doing financial aid to take care of, to be stable, because we need health benefits. We need that shit.
This is real life.
You know
That's
what I mean?
real life.
Yeah.
Real
so
life.
no knock to it. I love the fact that I had that job, and I was even able to help people and students. I went to college.
That's dope.
I utilized financial aid, so it's still something important. However, like you said, I'm a creative. So I honestly felt like I've been in prison for almost 10 years. I've been in financial aid for 10 years. Even before that, the relationships I've been in, because I was with artists, I was doing music too.
Right, absolutely.
He came to me, I was in the studio.
Gotcha.
He wanted to get on the track with me.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So it's like, that's where I come from. And it's like, when we got in a relationship, he was jealous and insecure, so I stopped doing it. You know what I mean? And so I just feel like I've just been in prison for so long.
Bondage.
Yes.
I wasn't able to be who I really am.
This whole time. I tried to in the midst of it. I sew here. I got the brand going. But just wholeheartedly, I'm trying to push the envelope. I'm trying to push the brand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that on we spoke off camera. That changed your inspiration in life, going through that.
Yeah. It honestly confused me, because I always, growing up, I knew who I was. I knew how God blessed me. But when you get, even like with friends and stuff, you get around these people that are not as talented as you, I shouldn't feel bad about that. I shouldn't have to switch it up. I shouldn't have to not share that with you. You know what I mean? So just being a creative and trying to walk in a world of, like, everyone's not creative, and it's fine.
And it's okay.
You know what I mean?
But also, like it's like, perfect example. I can share my accomplishments with Top. I can share my accomplishments with you. Top can share his accomplishments with me. You can with me. There will be no act of jealousy. Oh, you boasting. Oh, you showing up.
No cat. Oh,
but certain individuals, like, you have to almost dim your light.
Dim your light. And it shouldn't be like that.
Because you're like, no, I don't want to come off as, but no, like, no, like, this is my path. That's all I want to do. Like, but we all are inspired by each other. That, I was telling Michael, I said, man, you can either be inspired or intimidated. You can't be both. Yeah. It's so true. Yeah. Like, in your path, I know, man, like,
and it's tough too.
Like, with
you like me trying to be inspired when in a world full of people that's intimidated. How do I keep getting inspired?
And not only that, but sis, as a woman, like, that's a whole different. I can't even. Yeah. I don't want to fathom. I can't even can't even, because this is a boastful sport.
Right.
Like I always say, this is really boastful and it's really macho.
Yeah.
A woman that, not only that, you're beautiful, you come in and you can pop your shit and stand amongst the men. Yeah. You always have. Yeah. Like, you never carry yourself in any kind of provocative way. Nothing. That too can also be like,
yeah. And also too, to stand on that, because a lot of women, especially in the industry that I'm in, even fashion wise or with the music, you know what a lot of women do to I ain't with none of that shit. That's hard
Never
too.
have been. That's a fact.
That's
Never have
hard.
been.
You know what I mean? Like I love, like for example, with Lotto when she spoke up on that, what happens like in the industry with men.
So true.
That shit is.
I believe it wholeheartedly.
And it shouldn't be like that. So just imagine just working through all of that diversity and those challenges and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
True.
And when you're just trying to be creative and just
express your art.
Yeah.
You know, like we spoke off camera. It's like, man, like, you know, it's crazy how it's crazy how we divide like the opposite sex. And like you know, but if we were both painters, if we were painting a picture, we wouldn't think about that.
Right.
We just like, oh man, it's a beautiful piece. There's a beautiful art. Like, you know, like, was it a man or a woman who did that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but in art, we treat it like that, and it's sad. I hate that about art. I hate that about art.
Yeah,
definitely.
And that's why art is what it is now. It's not what it used to be.
It's not what it.
You gonna be bumping Sexy Red 10 years from now? I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Like, for real.
It's
and that's tough too. You know what I mean?
Tough.
Like the way, like with social media.
How do you navigate around that?
And what's going on now? Then you got these younger kids that's making millions. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro.
So true.
And you know, we've been doing this.
We've been doing
this.
That's a fact.
Now it's like we gotta do it again. It's like we gotta do it again.
Reinvent. So true. So true.
Like.
So true. Man, let me ask you, man. Having more time or money, you know, I already know the answer. Which one is more important?
Having more time or money? Unfortunately, it's the money. And it shouldn't be like that. And that's what I was going to piggyback off on earlier about like the situation, because I've been so loyal. I've been in these just like situations that are not for me. I honestly felt like I have ran out of time. You know what I mean? So it's like I have to reinvent myself. I have to stand on my shit. I have to.
Gotcha.
I'm not as confident as I used to be. You know.
Explain.
When you're great and you're around so many people that make you feel like you're not so great, or they're intimidated by your greatness. Like we keep. I guess this episode is gonna be dimming your light. That's gonna be the name of this.
That's gonna be the name. Dim your light.
Dim your light. Don't dim your light. But yeah, like going through all of that, it shakes up your confidence. You know, I feel like I'm naturally a confident person.
Absolutely.
I don't think about like, yeah, I gotta be this. I just think it's naturally in me, you know?
Absolutely.
However, because I've always been like this and it hasn't worked all the time, and it's not no fault of my own.
No. It
gets shaky.
No, it works.
It gets confusing.
Do not say that. It worked. It's working, and it worked. It's working. You just on this path. Like, man, like I always say to a lot of artists, man, like you wouldn't respect the path. It was just like, you wouldn't respect that.
Right.
You wouldn't even have, you wouldn't care.
Right.
Man, the path you respect, I always say, man, they spat on Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, like I mean, like we don't respect that.
Right.
Oh man, yeah, I got in the game, I recorded one hit and blah blah blah, and that's it. I'm here. We don't even respect it.
Yeah.
Like, man, we need those boos. We need those, man, you ain't,
right.
We need all that.
Right.
Then you respect it once it's there. Mm-hmm. You're just on this journey.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's
that's the thing. It's like, because I know I'm going to be okay. I've always been okay.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And so I just pray for like discernment in the midst of it. Because getting through it is hard. And especially like we say with social media and all these like influences, and with social media, it make you feel like you're not doing enough.
It is.
You're not doing it right. They got it popping. Like,
what is it? Comparison is the thief of all joy. Mm-hmm. Comparison
and
is the thief. It don't even be. It's just.
It just can happen. Because I don't look at nobody but like, oh, I wish I had that. Oh, I wish I was doing that. However, I've realized like you're struggling getting your story. Like, we're pretty thuggish.
Right.
Like, now I'm in LA. I'm doing pop-ups. I'm styling, for example, this dancer named Storm the Barge. She choreographed the Dr. Dre set for the Super Bowl.
Oh man, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
So I'm like working with her. I'm working with all these other talented dancers and actors and comedians and stuff in California. And on the inside, I'm like, trying to not convince myself, but like talking to myself like, yeah, you deserve it. You here. You
Absolutely.
work hard. You know what I mean?
Come on.
Because of the confidence. You
Right.
know, like you
That's
can be
right.
sure of yourself, I feel like. But if you keep surrounding yourself around negative people and the wrong people and you don't know, it can hinder you.
Come on.
You know what I mean?
Come on.
So just me trying to get back to like, you are the one. You are great.
Right. That's
Don't
right.
second guess
Come
yourself.
on.
I
That's
second
right.
guess myself so much. You know what I mean? So it's just like, and honestly, for me, a lot of people are pushing me, like don't even know it. You know what I mean? Because it's like when people give me a compliment, oh, your outfit is so dope. Oh, that is dope what you're doing. It gives me the confidence to keep going. They don't
right.
even know, like right before
I was
I'm
about to say,
sliding down motherfucking wall. You know what I mean?
the car ride
I
over
don't know
here,
how
I
I'm
was-
gonna pay my rent.
So
I don't know
true.
how, you know what I mean?
So true.
But I post a video
Come
of
on.
me
Come
sewing
on.
and you
Come
like,
on.
that's hard, that's dope, that's different. Can you do this for me?
Come on.
That's what continues to inspire me. And I feel like that's just God speaking through people.
That's
You know what I
right.
mean?
That's
Like
right.
I'm
So
thinking,
true.
oh, like Pretty Thuggish, it's been a great experience. Of course it's not where I wanted to be at yet,
Come on.
but it's just like, I know I'm doing something right.
So
I'm not
true.
doing nothing wrong.
So
And I know it hurt, it's hard, it's lonely. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right. That's a
but
fact. That's a fact.
as long as I got God, I just keep
That's right, sis.
pushing.
That's right.
And I
That's
just
right.
look in the mirror and just know like you are her. It's okay.
on.
Everybody don't see it. Some people do.
That's
You
right.
know?
Right. Focus on the people who do.
Yeah, gotta
That's
focus
what it's
on
about.
that.
Yeah,
and a lot of
it's-
people focus on the negativity.
Absolutely.
You know, because it's easier.
It's so-
oh, well,
so
they can't
much
do it. I'm not
easier.
good enough. Like, it's so easy. But no, you gotta push.
Absolutely.
Push. Like, it's okay. That didn't work out. Keep going.
That's
That
right.
You know what I mean? This will work out. You know?
I want you to know you inspiring. Wait. You just don't even know what this. Just wait. You have a story, and I'm gonna say this on record. I'm hoping this is part one of many.
Oh,
It's
I
part
appreciate
one?
that. Yeah, it's definitely
Let's
part
go.
one.
Man, I'm telling you, you got a story to tell.
I appreciate it.
Big Jazz, you always welcome on the Integrity Response. Sis,
Yeah.
What's next for you?
What's next for me? So what's next for me? I keep doing it. I think I did that at school. You know what?
Go ahead. Take your time.
You know how like when they tell you to write, like when you in writing, well,
Right.
I'm about to say writing class. What English? I hate
English,
English.
language arts,
I
whatever it
love
is, right.
math.
Right.
That's
Come
my
on now,
thing.
come on.
Numbers.
That's it.
But you know, like when they tell you, you read the question, and then when you start to answer it, you kind of like you rewriting the question, your response.
Because
That's
it's
why I
more-
keep doing it.
No, it's more articulate. And,
Yeah.
And then it gives you time to digest.
Yeah.
Smart people only do that. Only smart people do that. That's a fact. You're
Shout out to the smart people.
Right, yeah, that's a fact. Only smart people do that. That's a fact. It's like, what's your favorite color? Well, my favorite color is...
Right. That's how you supposed to do it.
That's how you supposed
That's
to
what
do
you
it.
teach your
That's a
kids
fact.
when you
That's-
start off the sentence. Whatever
That's
question.
a fact.
How did the balloon fly away? Yes, the balloon flew away.
That's a fact. That's how you do it. That's right. That's right. That's dope. That's dope for
Yeah,
sure.
so
for
what's
sure.
coming up next for me is everything. Shoot,
Come on,
more
come on.
pop-ups.
Come on.
More pop-ups, the storefront.
on,
I
come
want to
on.
start doing like photo shoot parties.
That's dope. Explain that. What do you mean, like
Photo shoot parties?
Photo shoot parties? Like, I mean, like multiple photographers, or like?
Yeah,
That's
so
hard. That's hard.
because out here, I know you guys have pop-up shops.
Don't
out
do
here.
that like you ain't from here. Don't do that.
It feel.
Bitch,
I
that's
ain't gonna
crazy.
hold you, Cat. I ain't gonna hold you. Every time
That's
I come
crazy.
home,
You feel like
it feel. Yeah, it doesn't feel like home if I'm keeping it a
Sis,
buck with
not
you.
like this.
I know I'm familiar. Like I know this is my home.
Right,
but it don't feel like my
7
home.
years is 7 years.
Yeah, like I be having to get the GPS.
Yeah,
like, it's
just like-
like some stuff, if I gotta go.
Right.
And Clay Cox still moving
Come on.
around, but some places I'm like, let me put my
Right.
GPS.
Yeah. Quick,
But I
right.
do know that
Yeah.
it's not as many pop-up shops and stuff
It's
in
not.
Atlanta
It's not.
as
It's not.
it
It's
is
not
in
notorious
LA.
like it is
we
in
have
LA, for
like
sure.
5, 6 each month.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So, you know.
So with the pop-ups, what would you ask? Oh, the photo shoot party.
Right.
So they do stuff like, say for example, with Pretty Thuggish, I can do a photo shoot party where I have like a couple of photographers and anybody can pull up. You can pull
That's
up,
dope.
put a shirt on, pop your shit. You know what I
dope.
mean? So it's brand awareness.
That's
you know what I
dope.
mean?
That's
and then
too
like of
dope.
course like somebody there, oh I like this shirt.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right.
Go ahead and buy it.
Just
You know.
like
So I
that.
want to do that. I haven't did it yet. I know some people that are that have brands that have done it. I think it's a dope idea. So
Right,
I want to
right.
do that. So definitely look out for
That's
definitely
dope.
look out for the photography like pop-up shop, shoot,
right.
type of thing, barber. You know what I mean?
For sure.
More pop-up shops.
Come on.
I just want Pretty Thuggish to be well known worldwide.
That's right.
I want to do more with my brand. I want to style more folks.
That's it.
Do music.
Come on, sis.
Be the one.
Come on.
A big influencer.
You're
You know.
That's right.
Y'all make sure y'all follow me.
Come
Jazz
on
the
now.
Fashion Killer.
Please do that. It'll be in the link. You already know
Yeah.
it. Press more,
See ya.
more. Follow Jazzy J right there. You know what it is for
That's
sure.
what's next for Big Jazz. Just bigger,
Come on.
better things. Pretty Thuggish on female rappers, male rappers,
Come on.
actors, actresses,
That's what's
all
up.
of the above.
That's it. For
all
sure.
of the fucking above.
Come on.
Yeah, and more
limit.
confidence
That's right.
with me. You know, I am the one.
Absolutely. Come on.
Yeah, it's everything.
That's what's up. Let me ask you this, man, for your fans. With $50 million in your bank account tomorrow,
50 million. Y'all ain't gonna see me no more.
what changes? No, look. Pretty thuggish.
Right.
Right. I'm buying Gucci.
50 million.
What was that?
God, we can wrap this shit up right now. Pack this shit up.
Yo, what was that clothing brand? I said,
Pack this shit up.
Yo, if you can find me in terms of can't go my villa with my brother's machine.
Pretty who? What? I was playing. 50 million? That's a big number. Why you gonna ask me that, Cat? What?
What changes about you with
Come
50 million in your bank account tomorrow? What
nothing
changes?
changed. Nothing changed.
Come on now.
Ain't nothing gonna change. Shit.
What? I love
Ain't
it.
nothing gonna change.
Ain't gonna change.
Yeah. I'm gonna be the same one.
Come on,
I'm gonna
that's
get
what's
my
up,
whole
man.
family out the hood.
Come on, that's what's up.
I'm gonna pop my shit
Come
though.
on, man. Come on.
I'm gonna pop. You know how people they try to be all modest and stuff. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
gonna do this.
Come on, man.
I am gonna blow some of that. I'm gonna act the motherfucking fool. Period. Give a fuck. Yeah.
I
Shit.
love it.
Check this
I
shit
love
out. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Gonna make you feel
Come
real
on.
filthy. Yeah.
Love it.
Just because I've
I
been such a
did-
good
that's
person
real. That's
all
real.
my
Come
life.
on, that's
Let me
real.
goddamn pop my shit
Come
one
on.
big time. You know what I mean?
And I didn't ask you this. I always ask every artist, what 1 week all inclusive? Where do you travel for 1 week?
Oh, I can't wait to go to Singapore and Tokyo.
Man, sis,
Yeah.
I've been to Tokyo. Why Tokyo, sis?
Ooh, how was it? I want to go to Tokyo so bad.
We spoke on the Hard Rock Cafe.
Yeah.
That's my number 2.
Really? What,
First,
in Tokyo
San Diego- no,
or
San
San
Diego's
Diego?
first.
Oh,
The number 2
What
Hard
you
Rock
gonna do in San
Cafe.
Diego with 50 million?
No. I'm saying no. I was saying
Just period.
No, I was saying if you had one place in the world to travel
Okay.
for a week,
Okay.
where
You
would
go
it
to
be?
San Diego?
No. I was saying you spoke on Tokyo. I said that's my favorite. That's my number 2 favorite place as far as the Hard Rock Cafe.
Okay, gotcha.
San Diego was first.
Okay.
Tokyo was second.
Okay.
I mean, everything in there from autograph, Tyson, Michael Jackson. It's crazy in there.
Yeah.
Tokyo.
Yeah.
But why Tokyo?
Man.
In Singapore, why? Come on.
First of all, okay, so Singapore, did you see the movie Crazy Rich Asians?
I have not.
Are you serious?
I never.
That
What is
movie
that?
old.
What sucker is this? 90s, 80s?
No, it's not that.
70s?
Oh my God. Twin, you seen Crazy Rich Asians?
I never.
He talking about something.
What is that?
87.
What is that?
No, bro. I'm cat.
Not.
No,
Millennium?
it's not that old. It's like 2000 or something.
Gotcha. I never even
You
heard of
tripping.
that. What?
You can see it on a Delta flight for sure.
Shout out Delta. My mom did 22 years in Delta. That's what's up. Yeah. I'm glad you fly Delta.
Oh my
That's what's up.
gosh.
What?
I honestly fly Southwest though, but that's neither here nor there.
Right. So you California.
But shout out to Delta.
Right. Yeah.
But
for
no,
sure.
it's a movie, and the movie is in Singapore. So that's
Gotcha.
when I first fell in love.
Wow.
Like, oh my God, you
Okay.
gotta watch the movie. You
I
don't like
sure
the movie?
will.
It's a
I
good
sure
movie.
will.
It's
I
funny.
sure will.
So that's what made me fall in love with Singapore. But Tokyo,
Yeah.
so like I know we talked about before, like inspiration. So
Right.
one of the people that inspires me is Gwen Stefani.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So that whole Harajuku, I was big on that.
Gotcha.
So Harajuku is what got me into like the Japanese Tokyo fashion. They be
It's different
fucking
over there.
dressed
It's
to
different
the
over
guys,
there.
okay? My homegirl, she
different
just
over there.
turned 30. Shout out to Hajar.
Come on.
And
that's
she
what's
was
up.
in Tokyo like a couple of weeks ago. And she's a photographer, so she was taking all these pictures. And I was like, can you please get in here with
It's
your boo
beautiful.
girl? Yeah,
It's beautiful.
It's the fashion. So I want to go to Tokyo for the fashion.
Man, that's
I'm going to
what's
go
up.
there with an empty suitcase.
And you'll love the food too.
I'm going
The
to have a
food
ball.
is.
I'm going to have a ball.
You literally can walk down the street in Tokyo. You can walk down the street. People's homes. You can literally walk down the street. People's homes. Knock on the door.
Really?
The mothers, grandmothers, aunts. You can take your shoes off at the door. You could go in their house, sit around this big ass, like picture this,
Yeah.
big ass table.
Really?
They'll cook you authentic
Really?
Japanese
And you don't know
food.
them?
No.
So how do you know what door to knock on?
It's so pretty much like it's
They got a sign.
kind of.
They gotta have a sign.
Yeah, kind of. But it's just different.
That's
it's just different.
crazy.
Of course, the tattoos. They still have the the ancient tattoo people who do tattoos like that as well.
Oh, for
It's
real?
crazy.
Oh, I would do that.
A lot of my guys, I went when I was in the military, in the Coast Guard.
So when was the last time how long ago was that?
This was 2008. 2008. It was there for a week and a half, almost 2 weeks.
Oh, wow. That's a good.
Man.
Ooh, I know you had a blast.
Amazing time.
Man.
You gotta go.
And what part of the year did you go?
This was good question. When was this? This was September. September.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
How was the weather?
California weather, like
Really?
70s,
Oh,
right
yeah,
around
I
the
really gotta
70s,
go there.
around the 70s. Yeah, absolutely. Amazing time.
Yes.
Please do that.
Oh,
My brother
yeah.
KG wants to go there too. I was like, bro, we gotta go back. He wants to
Yeah.
go because what do you call it? The anime?
Yeah, anime. Yeah.
He's big on that. So I was like, bro, you gotta go back for sure.
Yeah,
for
I had
sure.
a homegirl, her family, because her husband is in in the army. They
Yeah.
military
Definitely.
army.
That's
Let me
it.
not
That's
mess
it.
that up.
Navy, military, Navy,
Let me
Coast
not mess
Guard,
that up.
Army. She take
They
care
was
of him. Right,
stationed
that's a
in
fact.
Japan.
Yes.
And they was there for a couple of years,
Right.
and she was so
It's beautiful.
sad when they had
They
to go.
didn't
When they
leave.
had to come back to the U.S.
The bullet
they did
trains,
not
man, like, it
want to
just-
go, and it was so crazy. She would post like videos and stuff when she go, like when they go out to bars and stuff.
Right.
They have like straight up. They was playing like Ti.
It is. It's so Americanized.
Yes, it
It's
was
so Americanized.
real.
It is like literally like if you go being a black woman, they're going to treat you like you're Cardi B walking in there.
I need to just move to Japan. then.
Man,
Tokyo,
Japan,
shout out
it is.
to
They
Tokyo.
treat us like it's crazy. It's like just imagine seeing black guys like
Yeah.
in the culture. They adapted our culture.
Oh yeah,
to
for
the
sure.
T.
Yeah.
To the T.
Why
And
are they good at everything? Everything.
Japan is so amazing. It's so amazing.
Yeah.
Tokyo, you have to experience.
definitely
Man,
on
I'm
the
definitely
list.
gonna be checking back
Yeah,
for you to
yeah,
make sure you
yeah.
win. For
I'm gonna let you know ASAP.
For sure. That's what's up. Definitely, man. Sis, this is part one of many. When you coming back to the integrity response?
Whenever you need me to.
I'm
got
here.
you.
Let me know.
Yeah.
When you move back, let me know.
What?
See what I
Why
did
do
there? See what I
everybody
did there?
want me to
Let's
move
go.
back?
Come on back,
What
sis.
y'all got for me?
Come on.
What y'all got for me? Y'all gotta have something for me. Shit.
But this the hub.
What y'all got for me?
Black Hollywood.
Are you still in Clayton County? Where you stay?
No,
Where you at?
I can't say that.
Ooh. Can't say that on camera.
Can't say that on camera. I'll tell you off camera. Forest Park.
When I was talking to my mom,
Right.
I was like,
Come on.
because I'm from Atlanta, and I
Right,
was like,
right.
where's the first area that we lived in?
Gotcha.
And she was like, Cleveland. I said, oh yeah, we
She
from
was
Atlanta
in
for
the-
sure.
What? You
She
on
said, don't
Cleveland
tell nobody
Ave? Man, my dad, right off the exit, my dad was security for the Kmart. Right? He said, Pops. He said, had somebody there like every night. Man, what a time.
I'm
But
from
yeah,
Atlanta. Ain't no,
what?
don't ever try me where I'm from. I'm from
What a
there.
Cleveland
Hey.
Ave. That's what's up. That's dope, man. Big Jazz. It's been a pleasure.
Yes. Thanks for
As
having me.
custom,
Appreciate it.
appreciate you, man. One of many. You know us is one of many. On the integrity response, customary. If you could grab one fortune cookie, and you can decide if you want to read it to your fans, or if you want to just read it to yourself. But we leave out of here with you. She done shook them up. Right. Instead of get that one, that West Coast one. Since you ain't from the South no more.
And Clammy, y'all done did me
Claire,
dirty.
Right.
I explain.
She ain't playing. She ain't
I want to
playing.
do it for the good ones
Come
left.
on, that's what's up.
You feel me?
Definitely. Yes,
I
you're
haven't
true.
had no fortune
Come
cookie
on
in
now,
forever.
you know that feeling. You know that feeling you get when you open one up.
I'm
Come on now,
excited.
you
It
know
better
that
be
feeling.
good.
It might be the one. It might be the one. Go ahead, bust it open. You good?
Oh,
You
you want me
good?
to come back here and bust it open?
But yeah, you good. Bust it open right there. Oh yeah, you know. Ain't no roaches here.
You know, okay.
right.
You know, I found a fortune cookie earlier.
Yeah.
I'm such a woman trying to be all clean.
Right.
I'm gonna do it right here.
Go ahead. Yeah, just bust it right there. You good? You good?
All right. Oh wow. Read a novel and learn more about life. I do need to read more. I ain't gonna hold you.
Wow.
Yeah. I guess we'll be reading. What book should I read? You got a suggestion?
I'm not gonna lie. A lot of the books I read are male driven.
Oh my! What you mean by male driven?
I'm just like Rich Dad Poor Dad, the ways of a superior man.
Okay.
Things of that sort. And there's a lot of I listen to and I read a lot of millionaires talk.
So give me that.
Okay. Rich Dad Poor Dad. Have you read that yet?
No.
Hands down, one of the best books money could buy.
Okay.
I'm gonna purchase that for you.
Okay.
I'm gonna have it to you in 2 or 3 days.
Okay, cool.
Before you leave up out of here.
All right. I was about to say I'll be here.
Rich Dad Poor Dad. It's the game. It's the world, and that book explains what monopoly is to the world.
Okay.
It's a beautiful book.
Yeah, I need
beautiful
that.
book. Okay,
Yeah.
definitely. You already know it. Integrity Response, Big Jazz. We are signing off. Respect.